The Japanese and the Aussies call it the Duelist. In Europe, it's known as the Qashqai. And in North America, we call it the Rogue. All new for 2014, the Rogue looks prettier, better made, and comes fully loaded with technology. Underneath the hood, there's only one 4-cylinder engine option, which is exclusively mated to a CVT transmission. Prices start at $23,498 for the S front-wheel drive and go all the way up to $30,498 for the SL all-wheel drive. Our tester SV all-wheel drive sits right in the middle of the range and has a starting price of $28,748, but equipped with the Tech Family package that adds navigation system, Sirius XM traffic, power liftgate, third row, split fold flat bench seat, and a round view monitor. It costs $30,933 plus taxes and fees. The V-shaped front grille and tight-angled headlights give it an aggressive look up front. On the sides, the plastic arch protectors over the wheels are crossover hints, and the rear is a conservative attempt that looks nice but not as great as the front. It is 25mm shorter than the outgoing model, but 40mm wider, 31mm taller, not to mention that the wheelbase has grown by 16mm. Inside the cabin, there's adequate space for 5 adults, while the Tech Family package adds a third row that can accommodate 2 extra kids, bumping up the total number of passengers to 7. The front seats are supportive and comfortable and come with all the basic adjustments. The fabric used for the seat trim is excellent quality and feels like velour. The driving position, even though it lacks the tilt functionality, is still good, and visibility is great. The dashboard design is very modern with multiple levels and angles. Thankfully, it doesn't look overcomplicated. Ergonomically, most of the controls are pretty correctly placed, except the sport button, which is down here and it's not as available as I would want it to be. For the top of the dash and door panels, soft-to-the-touch material has been used, which is always welcome in our world, especially when inspiring daylight shines through a big panoramic sunroof like the one in this crossover. The rear 60/40 foldable bench is good enough to sit 3 adults that will have more headroom than legroom. The trunk with a third row folded is spacious and fully usable due to the straight design. With a third row up, there is only room for a few necessities. The power liftgate works well and helps a lot when carrying heavy stuff. Under the hood, the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine outputs 170 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque and is mated to the latest generation Xtronic CVT transmission. The overall operation is pretty smooth when cruising on a green foot. Put your foot down hard, and the weakness of the CVT is revealed, and it's no other than the horrible constant acceleration sound. It does the job though, as 0 to 100 kilometers an hour comes in 9.5 seconds, which is quicker than the CR-V, and at the same time, fuel economy is on par with its competition, as 11.1 liters per 100 kilometers was our combined average. On the road, the all-independent suspension is soft and provides a pretty smooth ride. It will take a serious bump to send a good amount of shock to the passengers, and the operation, while cushioning, is on the quiet side. Aerodynamic noises are minimal, so long journeys at highway speeds are pretty enjoyable. On twisty back roads, adrenaline-raising expectations are short-lived, as the steering feels rather artificial despite its consistent weight. It is a shame really, because the vehicle's dynamics are capable of turning at speed with confidence and poise, but being unable to communicate this to the driver really compromises the driving experience. The brake pedal has a positive feel, and when applied hard, it brings the Rogue to a complete stop from 100 kilometers an hour and 48 meters on winter tires. The all-new 2014 Nissan Rogue builds upon the success of the previous model and enhances areas that are important today, especially the standard driving aids like blind spot monitors and lane departure control are features that only the Rogue really offers at this price point. The option for the 7-seat layout is also a major advantage over the competition. A balanced and good all-rounder is what the Rogue used to be, and with all the necessary updates, that is precisely what it still is today.